Good evening, and I welcome you, students. Sit comfortably on the chair. Sit comfortably on the chair. Some exercise part is there before we begin our session. Always we are doing that. We are doing that. Sit comfortably. Your feet should be touching the ground. Make yourself comfortable. Relax, 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 and we will be starting with Bastrika. Bastrika. Inhale up, exhale down. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shoulder rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands close and open 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ankles rotation 5 times. 1, clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Neck, right hand, right hand. Stretch the neck to the right side. Put pressure. The muscles of the neck, this side should feel the stretch. Feel the stretch. Okay. Don't apply too much pressure. Yes, feel the stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand. Apply the pressure. Feel the stretch on the muscles of the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Come to the center. Right, 1, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rotation 3 times clockwise, anti-clockwise, complete rotation of the neck. Inhale half, exhale half. 1, 2, 3. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3. All right. So release the stress, release the tension, release the stiffness at any part of the body, any part of the body. Now your 2 feet are with you, and you will give the ankles rotation clockwise 5 times and anti-clockwise 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release any stress, any tension, any stiffness at any part of the body. All right, sit comfortably. There will be breathing, inhaling and exhaling 10 counts. 10 counts. Inhale and exhale is 1 count. We will do 10 times. Nostril breathing, deep. Breathe as deeply as possible. You will feel your lungs, your chest, your belly, collarbones, all this. Focus on the breathing. Focus on the breathing. Any thoughts are coming, let them come and go. No problem. Let them come. The breathing could be shallow. It could be deep. It could be difficult, but whatever it is, natural. Let it be like that. It will stabilize slowly and slowly. All right, close your eyes, feet are touching the ground. And we are going to begin with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, start. 1, 2, count in your mind. 3, 4. Stay focused on the breath. It is going from the nostril, coming from the nostrils. 5, 6. Another breathe in. Out. 7. Another in. Out. 8. 9. Last time. Now come to the normal breathing. Focus. Take your attention on the breath which is going from the two nostrils, and inhale, exhale going on. See what is happening at the two nostrils. Feel it. Sometimes the breath is shallow, hollow. Sometimes it is deep. Sometimes it is smooth. Sometimes you see whether it's hot or cold. Let it be like that. Slowly and slowly come back and experience any sounds coming from the room, sound of the fan, sound from the windows, traffic, anything. Listen to it and let it go. Bring awareness to your body, slide, move your hands, move your feet and your neck slowly. Then bring your two hands together, rub your two hands. When you, as and when heat is produced, this healing energy will be used to gentle massage your two eyes, forehead, face, chin, ears, and your entire head, neck, and with folded hands. Attitude of gratitude is very essential. Be thankful to the God and the universe for the beautiful life we have, and we are working and doing our best to make our life better. Slowly and slowly, you can open your eyes with smiles. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Come back and feel relaxed and comfortable. Tell me, how are you feeling?
Good, sir.
The main purpose, as I have said, is to heal and focus on the work which we are doing. We must be relaxed, and physically we should be fit, mentally, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional and inner well-being is absolutely essential. Everything is important, then only we can focus and concentrate on studies. Otherwise, what will happen? We are tired and exhausted and collapsing at home and collapsing in the examination hall also. So it's important that we should be healthy, we should be fit, mind should be fresh, focus, concentration is absolutely essential when we study. So there should be no pain or anything on any part of the body. We feel very light, relaxed, and feel healthy. So all the athletes do warm up exercises. You have seen them giving great performances. Or if they are having some stiffness, or then it will be difficult to give a performance. As the team has already left for Olympics, I've seen their data, very strong exercises they do the whole day. Practice and training is essential part for anything. Consistency, practice, training, hard work, all these are counting, or they cannot be in Olympics. They are done it, they are going, and they will do it. We are wishing them the best. This time Olympics from in Tokyo, let us see their performance. I believe will be very, very good. Okay, here are questions which have been asked in the previous papers of NEET and other exam students. It appears that they are from the periodic table. You have learned the periodic classification of the elements. You have seen the periodic table and seen how many elements do you see in the periodic table?
118. How many groups are there?
There are 18 groups,
And periods?
7 periods.
So we have seen how we can write the elements, groups and periods as and when. And we have also studied the gradation in properties in groups, in periods. And the basic properties we studied are atomic and ionic radii, ionization energies, electronegativities, electron gain enthalpies. Then we studied their atomic and physical properties, all these, and then we have studied their chemical properties of the elements, how they vary in groups, basic properties, acidic properties, or what type of compound they are forming, oxides. So there could be a variety of questions, and the first question is saying, find the successive elements of the periodic table with ionization energies 2372, 520, 890 kilojoules per mole, 890 kilojoules per mole. Now the question is, you are given 4 choices here. So we have to see that which is going to have the highest. Find the successive elements. First one is the highest ionization energy. Then this is the least. And this is in between the two. What is should be our answer? This is a very high value of the ionization energy.
It should be,
The elements are
sir, it should be D option.
D option.
Yes, sir.
What is the electron configuration of helium?
1s2.
1s2. S orbital is very close to the nucleus. Therefore, it is completely filled. And removal of electron from this will need very high ionization energy. So we are saying it is 2372. And then what is the lithium, hydrogen, helium, lithium? What is that?
1s2, 2s1.
1s2 to s1. So this can lose one electron and then it can become completely helium. After losing this, it becomes helium, lithium plus will become helium 2s0. And the third one is beryllium. Helium, lithium, beryllium is 4. What is that? 1s2, 2s2.
2s2.
And so the electrons to be removed from 2s will be not that easy. Then that energy will be more. So you are saying 890 kilojoule per mole. And this is around 520 kilojoule per mole. See what these type of questions are telling us, that you always, whenever you are reading any particular groups or periods, you will get tables of their ionization enthalpy values. There are tables, so we must go through them. Go through them and try to see what trends are there, where how much is the values. That will help
Okay.
us in giving a question, because now they have started giving values. So how will we correlate the values? And you will see even hydrogen is 1s1. It has very high value of ionization energy. Will only have one electron to be there. Then when we compare, helium itself is also then very high value, 1s2. Therefore, you see, we have to try and see all the possible choices and arrive at one conclusion. Sometimes it will be difficult. Two answers will be very close to each other, and two answers may be easy to remove. Okay.
Okay.
Next question is, in modern periodic table, the number of periods of the element is same as number of periods. How many period you said? First period.
There are 7 periods.
First period. What are the elements of the first period?
First period is hydrogen and helium.
What is a 1s1 and 1s2? Second period. What are the elements of the second period?
Second period elements, they start from lithium, beryllium,
Hmm.
and then boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon.
This is the most important one which we are studying again and again. Lithium, beryllium, boron, second period. And third period?
Third period is sodium, magnesium, and then
Hmm.
from 13 aluminium, silicon, 15 phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and argon.
Sulfur, chlorine, and argon. Okay, this is just to understand what is happening. If we write the electron configuration, what you see in the period, this, what is the value of N here?
N is the period number.
Number of period. In modern, the number of period of the element same as what? What is N?
Principal quantum number.
Which quantum number it is? Principal
Quantum
quantum number. And what is 2 in 2? What is happening? Lithium. What is the atomic number of lithium? 3.
3,
1s2, 2s1. So N is equal to
2.
2. And for all these elements, what is the value of N?
For all second period elements, it will be 2.
And for the third period, N will be equal to
3.
3. So what answer we are giving? In modern periodic table, the number of periods of the element is same as atomic number, azimuthal quantum number, atomic mass, or principal quantum number.
Principal quantum number.
The first answer. The important point to note is that these first and two elements are exceptions. You have seen that because hydrogen is a unique, it could be kept in group 1 or group 17. Position of hydrogen itself is controversial, that where should we put it. And helium is 1s2, and the second period elements has got something special. What is so special about second period elements?
Second period element.
Their sizes are very small,
Size. Okay.
and
So,
they are not representing the group properties.
they can show. They show anomalous properties.
Their properties are not actually the group properties. Their properties are different from the rest of the members of the group. For the reasons, what are the reasons for that?
Small size
Hmm.
and absence of d orbitals.
High value of ionization, enthalpy, more electronegative. All these things are there in the group 2, second period. But third period will be representing actually the group properties of these groups. Third period elements, typical metals, typical elements, because they are the ones whose properties will also be almost similar to all the rest members of the group. It will start from n equal to 3. Why we are putting it? Because questions could be of different level in the exam. The more we know, the more variation of the question we study, the better it is. I am always saying study more and more to students who are appearing in not one, many exams. Okay. The correct order of the size. The correct order of the size, students. You have I plus 1 and I minus 1. The correct order of the size will be
It will be I minus. C option.
I minus will be larger in size than I
and then I plus.
I plus. So anions are always larger in size, and these are cations. They are always in smaller size than the neutral. So the answer is C. There could be difficult and easy question. All types of questions are possible. Fourth question is coming. For the same value of n, the penetration power of orbitals follow the order. For the same values of n, value of n is same, supposing I say n equal to 4, then the penetration power of the orbitals will follow.
It should be S will be the greatest, then P, then D, then first option. Sir, C option.
S orbitals, you have no seen the S orbitals are very close to the nucleus, spherically symmetric.
Yes, sir.
They are the penetrating the most. Then P double shared and D is a double dimple and F is more diffused. Their size becomes bigger and they become more and more diffused. And as we go from 1, 2, 3, 4 also, they become bigger and more diffused in shapes. So the answer here will be C. And that is also, you are aware of shielding and screening effect. Screening effect and shielding effect you have experienced. Which has the highest screening? You know which orbital?
Highest screening S,
And which has the poorest screening?
F orbital.
F orbitals. And you have experienced questions on lanthanoid contraction, actinoid contraction, and consequences of those are important questions for the exams. Always they are asking that. All right. Which of the reaction will lead maximum amount of energy? Maximum amount of energy. What you are going from, you have to be able to write the electron configurations. Electron configurations.
Okay. So 20. Potassium 19.
What is sodium? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6,
6, 3s1.
3s1. What is calcium?
20. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2.
What is potassium?
Mm, 2p6, 4s1.
4s1. What is carbon?
2s2, 2p2.
Now, what is happening?
Amount of energy.
Here you remove one electron to form Na plus. It will be easy. Calcium, you remove one electron and
No.
second also it will go,
Yes, sir, it will be
because
easy.
it will become, this is a
Mm.
noble gas configuration. What
Yes,
is
sir.
that? Which element is this? Helium, neon, argon.
Uh,
Acha, 18.
18 argon.
So it will also go. What about potassium? Once this is gone, K plus.
But one will be
This will
difficult to
be
go.
argon 18.
Hmm.
K plus is argon 18. So removing another electron will be requiring maximum
More
energy.
energy.
Here you have 2 and then third is going from this is n equal to 2. Same shell. This is the same shell. So maximum where will be where?
It will be in potassium.
Potassium. We have to work out, I mean, try to see the actual situation by writing the electron configurations. So we must learn how to write the electron configuration. There is still some confusion among the students. There is a scheme which has been given by a formula by which we can write the electron configuration of any atomic number. So we can use that. If required, we can use them. That is my question. Or learn that formula to be able to write electron configuration. We should be able to write electronic configuration is important. And we have to learn it. A diagram, whatever diagrams are given, easy for you. You can apply and use them. Okay. Next question is coming. Which of the following statement is incorrect? You have to read very carefully each and every statement, then answer the question. Ionization energy 1 of oxygen is lower than that of nitrogen, but ionization energy 2 of oxygen is higher than that of nitrogen. Incorrect. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Is not correct. The enthalpy of nitrogen to gain electron is almost 0, but of P is 740.3. The isoelectronic ions belong to the same period. Same period. The covalent radius of iodine is less than its van der Waals radius.
IV1 of oxygen is lower than that of nitrogen, and IV2 of oxygen is lower than nitrogen. Sir, C would be wrong.
What are isoelectronic ions?
Which have same number of electrons.
Isoelectronic ions means they have same number of electrons.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they cannot be belong to the same period. Belong to the same period, because if they belong to the same period, then how they can have same number of electrons in a period? What is happening? The number of electron is being added by 1, atomic number is increasing. The correct order of electron negativity is electronegativity is important. I said ki somewhere you can try to remember these values. Electronegativity Pauling scale has been given, and if you see the different groups and periods, try to see. Fluorine is given highest value of 4, and then some 3.5 is given to which elements, and which have the lowest values. Carbon, hydrogen, almost very close to each other. So we should have an idea of these electronegative values. There is a table of these values which have been given. Okay, try this.
Sir, it should be B option. F greater than O greater than Cl greater than Br.
Fluorine is always most electronegative. Only 2 choices were left.
Yes, sir.
After fluorine comes
Oxygen.
oxygen, then chlorine and bromine in the list. Because here oxygen in the last, it cannot be true. It cannot be true. It cannot be true. There are clues already in the question when we discuss it. Okay. Next question. 2 different beakers containing M1OH and M2OH solution separately. Find the nature of the solutions if electronegativity of M1 is 3.4, M2 is 1.2, oxygen is 3.5, hydrogen is 2.1. Two solutions. This is one solution. This is second solution. You have M1. How much is M1? 3.4. And you have oxygen. What is oxygen? Oxygen is 3.5. What is the difference in electronegativities? 0.1.
0.1.
But oxygen is how much?
Oxygen is 3.5.
And hydrogen?
2.1.
Here the difference is
1.4.
1.4. This difference is appreciable. Then what will be the result of this?
It should be acidic. It should be acidic basic, D.
What is the result of this MO, which is important now? What is the result of this? The electronegatividity, this difference is not there. So this bond is not going to be this, but this difference is large.
Yes, sir.
Then oxygen will attract the electron more strongly toward itself and it will release the H plus. This bond will break. If it releases H plus, then what type of this is acidic?
Yes, sir.
Acidic. This is almost equal, so nothing, no specialty. Electrons are almost in between, equally shared by these two. This will become acidic. And in the second case, what is happening? M2OH. What is M2? 1.2. And oxygen is how much? 3.5. What is the
3.5.
difference? What is the delta electronegativity difference?
2.3.
This is quite large. So this will be negative and this will be positive. That means this bond will break. If this bond breaks, then what will happen? M2 and OH. This oxygen will take the electrons, then it will become positive, and this will be ionic. This bond will be ionic, MO. What is the result of that? OH minus ions will be released. This will become basic. Basic. So what is our answer then? What answer?
Acidic basic, D.
Acidic and basic. This is a little. This question has been put up in the NEET paper. We have to be careful what, because it is based on difference in the electronegativities, and on that basis can we answer whether the solution will be acidic or basic. Acidic or basic. When the difference is very small, then nothing. But where difference is more, that is where ionization will take place. So the question answer is D. Acidic and basic. Okay. There is a table of electronegativity. Check them out and read them. Because electronegativity we have given in YouTube General Organic Chemistry lectures, where we have shown the values of electronegativities 0.5, 0.5 less, like that. So it becomes easier to remember them. And also in organic reactions mechanism, it is important. Which bond is polar, how much polar is that? According to that, the intermediates are formed and the mechanism of the reaction is decided. All right. Question number 9 is on the screen, students. Which one is most acidic among these? Oxides are provided. Oxides are provided, students. They have given the oxides.
Sir, it should be Al2O3.
Magnesium belongs to which group?
Group 2.
Group 2. Alkaline earth metal. They are
Okay.
strong bases. Calcium also. Sodium is coming to from group 1. They are strong bases. Group 1 and group 2, alkali metals and alkaline earth metal. Aluminium, then out of these, alumina is amphoteric. They are basic oxides. Basic oxides. And then out of these, this is Al2O3. Aluminium belongs to which group?
Aluminium is group 13.
Group 13. What is the first element?
Group 13 first element is
What is happening? You see, this will show amphoteric behavior. Boron, aluminium, gallium,
Boron.
and helium. Okay. Man, just to we have to see every situation, and we must learn more and more. Whatever we are doing. Most of the alkali and alkaline what type of compounds they are going to form? Oxide. They will be basic oxides. Alkaline in nature. We are aware of that. Next question: which one will have the highest second ionization energy? Second ionization energy highest.
second highest ionization of type. It should be. Get that. Sir, it should be A.
Here, if you remove one electron, this is gone.
Yes, sir.
What is left? What is this? 1s2,
Then
2s2.
neon. Neon.
This is a noble gas. Noble gas configuration. So it will be difficult. And what is here? The electrons are going, second is going from the same n equal to 2. Same shell. Here electron second is also going from the same shell, 2s2p. Here electron is going from n equal to 3, same shell, second electron. So this is how actually they determine the electron configuration of the elements experimentally. So maximum value will come here. The answer is A. Okay.
Yes.
If electrons are removed from the same shell, less energy will be required. If they are removed from the next shell, what will happen? Then naturally more energy will be required. Inner shell. And because you have the different orbitals in the same shell. Okay. All right, some more questions are coming now. Questions are coming, students. Bleaching powder is the chemical name is bleaching powder. The chemical nature of bleaching powder. This has been asked many times. Bleaching powder.
It is calcium hypoxychloride. A.
Calcium hypoxychloride. What is the formula? Bleaching powder.
CaOCl2.
Then what is that? It should be B then.
B. Okay. Calcium oxychloride.
check this because this has been asked many times. Students, we should try to, because there could be some doubts when they write such things, but such questions are also given in NEET papers. Formulas they will ask you somewhere. Some important compounds are there, they are again and again asked. The ratio of water molecule in plaster of Paris and gypsum is, plaster of Paris and gypsum.
Plaster of Paris is also two.
What is the
Gypsum is
formula
two.
of plaster of Paris?
CaSO4 dot half H2O.
CaSO4 dot half H2O. And what is the formula of gypsum?
CaSO4 dot 2 H2O.
Then what is the ratio?
1:4.
Multiply by 2, multiply by 2, what will you get? 1:4. What is the answer?
1:4.
C answer.
Mm.
This is important. Such water molecules are present in certain molecules. How many we should be able to remember? And many times we forget them. Many times we forget them because there are so many compounds. Some 7 water molecules, 6, 24, all these compounds. They can put up questions based on that. Be careful and study. Learn how many water molecules are there in different compounds, important compounds. Baking powder is baking powder. Now they're talking of baking powder.
Baking powder preparation is baking soda plus tartar. Sir, it should be B.
B. Check this out. This is not the correct answer. Baking powder.
So because baking powder is baking soda plus
Check
tartaric acid.
this out. Check this out. I am saying.
Okay.
These are certain questions which are out of the normal tune. We have to be careful because we have to study them. Only then we can see.
Okay.
Baking powder. Actually, they are saying sodium carbonate and tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is mixture of the two things. Well, let us see and check
Okay.
this out. Read about it. Read more because gastric juice contain HCl, which is one example of gastric juice contains egg mint. What? Wait a minute. What answer was given in baking powder? This is not the correct answer. Okay, baking powder. Baking. There is a baking soda.
Yes, sir.
What is the formula of baking soda?
NaHCO3.
NaHCO3 is baking soda, and this is baking powder. Therefore, it should contain sodium bicarbonate.
Yes, sir.
And okay, something
It
is
should be B.
all right. Correct answer. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Baking powder is made from baking soda. All right. The correct answer will be B. Sodium bicarbonate plus sodium tartaric. Okay. Fourth question. Gastric juice contain HCl. What is the gastric juice?
The juice which is released in our stomach, the enzymes released in our stomach.
You know what is the function of this gastric juice? Contains HCl. What it does?
HCl, it
It's a strong
ki-
acid.
yes, it kills all the bacteria entering in our digestive tract, and it also activates the enzyme pepsin, protein digesting enzyme.
What is the pH in that? You know, around what is the pH?
pH pH is around 1.5 to 3.5.
1.5. I mean,
Yes,
there is.
sir.
What type of acid is this?
It is a strong inorganic acid.
It is a inorganic acid, organic acid, soft organic acid, strong inorganic
Strong
acid.
inorganic acid.
But what answer we can give here?
It should be strong inorganic acid, D.
Actually, it is an inorganic acid. Around 3.5 for that pH it goes in the stomach. And this is inorganic acid. Because these two answers are very close to each other. Next question. When milk of magnesia reacts with acetic acid, it produces milk of magnesia reacts with acetic acid. Milk of magnesia. What is milk of magnesia?
Magnesium hydroxide.
Milk of magnesia is also used as antacid.
Yes, sir.
Magnesium hydroxide, when it will react with acetic acid, what will happen? It will form a salt.
Yes, sir.
What type of
Magnesium hydroxide is it will form
forms a neutral salt? You know
neutral
that
salt. It will form
because
neutral salt.
you know that acidity is being removed from the body, and this weak acid and weak base combination is there. So almost neutral salt. Next question. Which of the following phenomena will occur when a small amount of acid is added to the water? Small amount of acid is added to the water.
Dilution, neutralization, salt formation, ionization. Dilution will take place.
You have been told about what is dilution. What we have said, you are having strong and concentrated acid, you dilute it by adding them into water. You don't add water to the acid. Why?
Because it is highly exothermic reaction, so acid can splash out.
There is also going to be ionization. D. What will happen to the acid? It will also ionization will also take place in the water. Unless ionization take place, it cannot be acid. So some acid has to ionize in water. This is also correct. In this question, we have two things. This is not there, this is not there, but both can happen. Brine is used for industrial production of. What is a brine solution?
Brine is an aqueous solution of sodium chloride.
Then what will it produce? You have sodium ions. chloride ions, you have H plus, you have OH minus ions. What will happen?
So it can produce NaOH. NaOH can produce.
What process is that?
Brine. Electrolysis.
You have is very famous electrolytic process of brine solution is used for the preparation of caustic soda. You know that at anode what happens and at cathode what happens. Which gases are evolved, you are aware of that, and what you are able to get NaOH in the industry is by this method. Go and study there in the chapter of the electrochemistry reaction completely. What reactions take place at anode and at cathode, important. The reactions which take place at anode, they have asked what reactions and what gases are produced. Next question, when base reacts with non-metal oxide, base reacts with non-metal oxide. Base, non-metal oxide. What is a non-metal oxide?
They are acidic in nature.
Example,
There are many SO2. Then
non-metal, you can take any non-metal, carbon dioxide,
carbon dioxide.
SO2, all these nitrogen oxides, oxides of nitrogen, non-metal oxide. What is a base? When it will react with this, what will happen?
They will neutralize each other.
So the base is there, it will react with non-metal oxide and it will neutralize each other, creates fire, acidic salt, basic salt. Okay. Corrosive effect on the skin is caused by, what is corrosion? You have seen some acids
Burning effect.
falling on your skin, what happens?
It burns the skin.
Corrosive effect will be caused by, what happens?
Acids versus acids. A.
Acids. And what about bases?
They will not cause corrosive effect, but strong bases can cause
They
burning.
can also cause corrosive effect. If you put very strong base on your skin, what will happen?
Okay.
They have corrosive effects. We have to avoid these acids and bases on the skin. The acid used for the manufacture of fertilizer and explosives is one acid which is prepared in industries in very large amount and has great applications in fertilizers and explosive. Which will be that acid?
Nitric acid. A.
Nitrogen is nitrogen, urea, all these where you are using as a fertilizer, and you seen the method of the preparation of nitric acid in the industries as a full scale process. What method is used for the preparation of nitric acid? How it is prepared?
It was Ostwald process.
These are some old methods of preparation which are being used in the case of these nitric acid and others. Okay, this ends up the important topics of certain question answer sessions, and then we will continue with more different type of question answers. These questions have been asked in previous papers, so they have been taken from there, and then I will see you in my next class. Okay, then bye bye.
Okay, thank you, sir.